Hey, my name's Jared, and this is my second time through the first Phorm 8-week transformation challenge. I went through it in the summer of 22, and now completing the winter one or the fall one as well. And my whys for why I'm doing it and why I continue to do it is it's for one, it's been the same, and then I've also added some too. Like the first time I went through it has been my biggest why, and it's still why I'm doing it today. The first time I went through it is because of my family. It's my 3 kids and my wife. I grew up in a family that was not really all that active. I was never really in great shape other than like wrestling in high school or baseball in college, but even like there I wasn't all that great, and then especially after that it like slowly goes away. But I remember growing up in a family that like fitness and health weren't really a top priority. Like our version of like eating healthy was like dousing our vegetables in cheese, smother them in cheese or something. But I can also remember like the truth is I have the best dad in the world. I don't care who you are. Like hands down, it's my father. But there's also a part of me that was desiring, and I think part of our relationship was lacking, was like being able to wrestle together growing up, or to go on walks or runs together. Or I just didn't come from a very physically healthy family, and I think a lot of times I've just chalked that up to DNA. When over with my time with First Phorm in the past couple of years and the education they provide, like I've realized that is such a cop-out, and it has everything to do with discipline and developing that skill, and in knowing the right things to do. And anyway, so for me, my why the past 2 times has been my kids, because I want to be a dad that can grow up doing those things with my kids. I want to be a dad that competes with them, plays with them, teaches them, shows them these things, wrestles with them, plays catch with them, takes them to go backpacking and all kinds of stuff. Man, I want to be that kind of dad. I want to develop those memories with them. I want them to be able to look back on life and like have those good memories and just be proud. I really want them to be proud of the dad they have. I want to be a dad worthy of my kids being proud of me. Same with my wife. I want her to be proud of the husband she's married. And this is one area of life, a big one, health and fitness, that I have not done a good job of giving them reason to be proud of who I am. And now I'm confident I'm giving them reason to be proud of the man I'm becoming, because the work's not done yet. And so my kids, my family is definitely number one. But now that I've gone through it a second time, some of my whys are continuing to grow and to continue to develop as I gain new ones, really. One of the biggest reasons, honestly, is I want to win. I'm a competitor. I've always had this competitive edge in me, from playing all kinds of sports growing up to like playing board games with the family around the house, to slow pitch softball after college, to like I've always had it. Like I've always been a competitive person, and First Phorm has given me the opportunity to do that, to compete again at something. And now, because of the growth I'm seeing here, I'm now competing in CrossFit competitions and continuing to just grow and to set goals and to pursue those goals, and learning what it feels like to crush those goals, and I want to keep feeding that. Honestly, so my biggest reason for doing this again and going all out this time is because I want to win. I've started doing 2-a-days since the beginning, since day 1 of this challenge. I have locked in my nutrition sharper than I've ever done before. I'm down total since I started almost 25 pounds. I'm developing new skills like handstand walking and muscle ups, and my lifts like snatches and hang cleans are going way up, and I'm just experiencing all these new things because of the work that's being put in, and I want to win. So I've literally given it my all to do that very thing, because I don't do second well. I want to be on top, and I want to have good reason to have earned that spot. And my last why is because my whole life I feel like God has continued to put me in places and in positions where, for some reason or another, I'm a leader, or I've been pushed in places to lead other people, or where other people are following. And it took me a long time in life. Not until college where I realized like I don't necessarily get to choose how God is going to use me, but I do get to choose what I'm going to do with that. So like I believe God has put me in places to lead and lead other people, and for a long time I just kind of pushed against that. Like, I don't deserve to be someone who other people are following. I could not do that well. I would fail them, and all these different reasons. And I realized by doing that, I'm not actually not being a leader. I'm just being a really poor one. I'm just being a terrible leader. And now as I continue to grow, and now that I'm in my young 30s, like I realize like the more like I don't get to decide how God's going to, like where God's going to use me, but I do get to decide what I'm going to do with how He uses me, and the opportunities He gives to me. And so it's not, the choice isn't am I going to be a leader or not. The choice is what kind of leader am I going to be. Like I'm responsible. I'm a lead pastor for a new church. Me and a buddy started a business this past year. I lead a family with 3 kids and a beautiful wife. I am a voice and a leader in our community. Like I have been put in these places and positions to lead other people, and one of my biggest whys of why I'm doing this is because I want to be a leader worth following. I want to be someone that other people like want to follow, want to become stronger in the areas where they're strong, and to grow in the places where they're weak, and to just become not just better versions of themselves, but I want to help people become the kinds of sons and daughters that God desires them to be. And I believe that health and fitness is a big part of that, and I've done a really poor job leading people in the past, and that all changes. And that's a huge thanks to First Phorm. So because of that, because of my family, because of my competitive edge, and because I want to be a leader worth following, that's why I'm going to keep doing this and keep growing and keep setting goals and keep crushing goals. And all of that is a huge thanks to the First Phorm fam.